Baby Keem is the most fun rapper to listen to in all of hip hop. There's just nobody that has that fun energy that he has, and you can tell that he seriously enjoys rapping. I'd go as far as to say that Baby Keem has the most potential in all of hip hop right now. It's been amazing to see the trajectory that Baby Keem has had in the last 4 years, and hopefully he continues to rise in the years going forward, because I believe that Baby Keem has what it takes to be a once-in-a-generation artist.
I told you that I was a mess, okay? I get out of bed and get dressed, okay? I think about ways I can fuck on your friend, that's something I never confessed.
Let's go back to the early 2010s when the discussion of the future of hip-hop focused around 3 names: Kendrick Lamar, Drake, and J. Cole. The debates have been endless. Who's better? Who's gonna take the crown? Who's the worst out of the 3? It's a debate we still see today, and they were definitely the 3 kings of hip-hop throughout the 2010s, with each of the rappers bringing something different to the table, forwarding the evolution of hip-hop throughout the decade and helping it become what it is today. And it was thanks to one of these rappers that Baby Keem would break into the music industry, as in 2018 he would begin to work behind the scenes for a track on the Black Panther album, which, for those who don't know, was curated by Kendrick Lamar, who also happens to be Baby Keem's cousin. Some people might think it's a bad thing, but me personally, I don't really care. Shout out nepotism. From there on out, Baby Keem would pick up production credits in albums including J-Rock's Redemption and Schoolboy Q's Crash Talk. Time's up, got my coins up, my bars up, soon we find. Which is honestly an underrated album that has been kind of lost to time, I'm not gonna lie. One of the more solid albums of 2019 if you ask me. By 2018, Baby Keem would have released a couple of mixtapes that aren't really notable for much, but that do allow us to see his growth as an artist and see where it all began.
You, girl, I don't want to front, lay you in the bed.
If you are going to check out one of these mixtapes, check out The Sound of Bad Habit, which does have some pretty cool Baby Keem songs. But let's move on. In 2019, Keem would continue his music journey with the release of his mixtape Die For My Bitch. This is definitely Baby Keem's best body of work up to that point, as it carries some of the best and most iconic Baby Keem songs. And it also carries the song that would propel Baby Keem into a whole different atmosphere in Orange Soda.
Messy, you my orange soda shorty.
Don't let the lack of chart presence fool you into thinking this wasn't that big of a hit, cause this song was definitely a hit. Especially on TikTok, where the song would gain most of its popularity.
Bitch sit on my face, I attack that.
Little bitch, shut the fuck up. Also, like I said, on the mixtape you can find some of Baby Keem's best work.
Honest.
Pretty cool song. It's been popping on TikTok lately. Also, there's the song Mosh Pit.
Think I got a sense for a mosh pit.
Shout out to 50 Cent, by the way.
I am 50 Cent.
And my personal favorite, Apologize.
We all feel sorry sometimes, we shouldn't feel sorry.
This was one of the first Baby Keem songs that I heard, and it's definitely a good entry point into Baby Keem. Heading into his next album, Baby Keem would grab a lot of attention from different avenues, as by the time of the release of The Melodic Blue, Baby Keem would work with Travis Scott on Do-Rag Activity, which was one of the singles for the album.
Do-Rag Activity.
On top of that, he would also work with Kanye West on Praise God.
Still outside.
A song that definitely introduced Baby Keem to a whole new audience, and it's also one of the funnest rap verses to rap along with. Body boom, my body boom, my body bing. I need a new girl, my old girl was me. It wasn't on Keem's album, but it was definitely pretty big. Also, remember what I said about Kendrick Lamar being Baby Keem's cousin? So about that, Family Ties was the song that took Baby Keem to a whole nother level, and it's thanks in most part to Kendrick Lamar. Kendrick Lamar's return to hip-hop was one of the most anticipated returns in all of music, and fans were hungry to listen to anything that involved Kendrick Lamar.
I am the Omega.
So when the track was announced, the spotlight was on Kendrick as well as Keem, and well, for his part, Baby Keem held his own.
Doing circles, it's a bird.
He put out one of my favorite verses of the year and basically forced me to start listening to him based on the strength of the verse.
When the truth is an object, what's the pros and the cons of the
When I mentioned earlier that Keem was really fun to listen to, this verse is what I mean.
I'm OD in Paris, I'm OD in France. I thought that I told you I need
His energy is hyped throughout the track, which makes it impossible to not want to sing along with him. And even if you don't want to rap alongside with him, because Baby Keem does have crazy lungs, at least the ad-libs are pretty fun as well. His flow on the track is also incredible.
You gotta relax, the city where nobody sleeps. Just type in and that's where I'm at, ho.
And personally, for me, it's a 50-50 on who had the better verse between Keem and Kendrick.
Smoking on your top 5 tonight.
Which is honestly a hot take because Kendrick's verse was also really good. And it was also probably better, grabbing the attention of everyone and hyped up everybody who wasn't hyped up already for his next album.
Ducking the pandemic, I've been ducking the social gimmicks, I've been ducking the overnight activists.
Kendrick Lamar more so focuses on the whole, y'all wouldn't let me the fuck alone during 2020.
Brother, new flows coming, be patient, brother.
I remember Kendrick Lamar just facing a lot of criticism because he wouldn't speak out against anything. And I'm not gonna lie, I thought the criticism was kind of weird, but anyways, he basically tells everybody to fuck off and leave him alone.
Yeah, Kanye changed his life, but me, I'm still an old school Gemini.
Not even the Grammys could deny his greatness because eventually the song would win a Grammy. So yeah, pretty cool. Anyways, Keem would release The Melodic Blue in September of 2021 and yeah, it was a good album.
Won't you think about you and I just grab my...
In my opinion, it has a lot of great songs within it, and overall it's a fun experience if you can look past the lyrical content, because lyrically it's not top tier unless you're into Baby Keem rapping about having 2 phones.
2 phone Baby Keem. I got 2 phones and I don't know who to trust. 2 phones literally.
At this point, we're pretty much caught up with Baby Keem's career up to this point, but I should bring up his features on Kendrick Lamar's Mr. Morale and the Big Steppers. Me personally, I think he showed his talent in Savior Interlude.
You ever see your mama strung out while you studied division? Your uncle ever stole from you day after Christmas?
Also kind of quieting the criticism that he isn't this big lyrical rapper because he proves that he can be if he wanted to be. And honestly, it's one of my favorite songs on the whole album. I don't know about you guys, but me, I like it. As I look forward into the future, Baby Keem is definitely someone to keep in mind. I believe his style is part of the evolution that hip-hop has taken in the last decade, as you can see the influences that he takes from a rapper like Travis Scott and Kid Cudi. And we see that influence basically be taken to a different place, which we don't usually see. And it's not to say that Baby Keem is better than his influences or that he's the best young rapper out there right now. But because of his style and his surroundings, he really has the potential to be great. He just has to capitalize on the opportunity that he has. And so far, it seems like he is. Anyways, with that being said, shout out to J Dilla. By the way, I got a J Dilla record and I was like, yo, it's a J Dilla record. How do I, like, I was shocked that I saw it, but, yeah, shout out to, J Dilla, and I'm gonna let the outro roll now.